Hi, welcome to Regan's Motivated Fitness Yoga Stretch Class. We're going to do some opening postures. We'll hold each of those for about 3 breaths, which is about 20 seconds. And then we'll move into a little complex flow, we call it, where we move through major muscle, shoulder girdle, hips, legs, right? Just a light flow there. And then we're going to hold some stretches for about 2 minutes for each of those stretches to really lengthen. So 2 blocks and a strap, okay? So hit pause if you need to. You can use a towel, you can use books. We also have bolsters and pillows. Yoga bolsters, always great. If you don't have one, take a pillow off the couch, but we won't worry too much about that. We use blocks for the most part. I'll just show you the bolster option if you have it, because a little higher, a little more opening. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is, as always, start where we are. So we're gonna come way up, and I'm Tom Regan if you haven't met me before. So here we are. We're gonna reach up and see where we are. And I'm just barely able to touch my toes. Each digit of the finger is an inch. So there we are right there. So I'm gonna inhale and exhale 3 times right here. Yeah, that's it. Inhale, exhale. By plugging into the breath, it takes the focus off the muscles, okay? And now from here, we call this a wide horse. It's like riding a horse. See, our heels are outside our torso. And we're gonna come under here or over the top, right? If you can't come under. I can come under, so I'll come under, grab the knife edge, I'll sit tall, inhale, exhale, pull myself forward. So this is to release the lower back. Hopefully you feel it there. You might feel it in the groin a bit. It means your groin's a little tight. That will have to release at some point. And let's call this the 3rd breath here. Inhale, exhale, fold into it. Try not to round the back too much. It's gonna happen, but we call it go with a flat back. Okay, so we're gonna come out of here. We're gonna go to child's pose. Oh, one of the best postures going. So wide hands, big toes together, knees really wide, push back, get the forehead down on the ground, and inhale, and exhale. Again. It's a little bit of a meditative aspect to it, all right, by focusing on the breath and bringing that focus back to what we're doing. Good. Adds that resiliency of meditation to it. Let's come to the cobra now. So here we are here. We're on our forearms, elbows right under the shoulders, we're almost pulling ourselves forward. Inhale and exhale. Those of you who have been doing this a while might want to come to baby up dog. So hands are outside the chest, come right up. Yeah, right here. That's it. A little more intense. And if you can handle it, great. All right, now we're gonna go to our down dog. So watch our hands here now. Index fingers lined up at the side edge of the mat. Come up to a high plank, push back to that downward dog. Goal is to get the legs straight, feet flat. Usually takes years. Bend the elbows, unshrug the shoulders. You can bend the knees a little bit, come forward, flatten that back. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Good, we're coming down to all fours. Now we're gonna go to the lizard. So we're gonna put the right foot forward, walk the hands to the left, slide that left knee back, turn that right foot out about 15 degrees, and we're coming down. Now we can use our blocks here, some of us, right? If we wanna get a little more, we can go right to the ground. So back into that lizard. So here I am, I come right about here. You can come onto the knife edge of that outer foot. Inhale, exhale. So if you watch this a few times, you can go right into the stretches, right? Just do this a couple times, you'll get it. That's it. And from here, we're gonna go to the half split, we call it. So full split would be way out right here. This quad's perpendicular to the ground. Inhale, exhale, flat back, forward fold till you feel the stretch. And exhale. And here we call this the quad press. Roll the toes under here, press the ball of the foot into the ground, come up. Really push the ceiling up at the flat of the hand. This hopefully gets the hip flexors a little more and the quad. Yeah, there we go. Stretching is so important to get the body ready. If you do this once a week, we're going lizard on the other side. Here we are. Yeah, right here. Inhale, exhale. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. So when you have time, you pay a little more attention to that side. Inhale, exhale. And I'll start to come down. This side is a little bit tighter for me. Yeah, that's it. Just keep inhaling and exhaling. After a while, you can turn the volume down and just follow along with these stretches. Let's go to that half split. Here we are. Inhale, exhale. One more. Good, let's go to that quad ball press. Press the ball of the foot into the ground. Come on up. Ever find yourself wobbly here? Lateral width between the feet. Press up. Yeah, it takes time to stretch, but take whatever stretches really work here for you and do them while you watch TV. It's one of the things we suggest, a little foam rolling while you watch TV. All right, and now we're gonna do a little frog. So we're gonna turn to the side. Love having my blocks. Really wide here now. Good, come on down, get those knees out as far as we can. Feet are right under the knees. Rock back and forth a few times. You can stay here or drop down to your forearms. There we go. And notice your breathing, quality breathing. Try to breathe in and out through the nose as much as possible. Yeah, that's it. Investing time in ourselves. And when we stretch the body, we stretch the mind. We're going onto our back now. Okay? Here we are. Use the floor to align the spine. I like to roll my upper back first. Yeah, that's it. Hands are by my side, palms up. Maybe I roll my lower back a little bit, and I'm going to hug the right knee to the chest. For those very astute folks who see things most of us don't, I am hugging my left foot, but on your camera it looks like my right. It's called mirror image. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Really pull that knee up as it loosens up. And we'll go to the other side. So mirror image, interestingly enough, I got from martial arts training. So when you become a black belt, you start to teach. And when you go to the front of the room, you have to teach mirror image. So you're basically doing everything backwards. And it's a great way to rewire the brain again, right? To go over some basics, maybe pick some things up, right? So remember, it's not a threat to what we know, it's a challenge. And that's how we approach stress a lot, right? Where we say, it's not a threat, it's a challenge. Okay, so now we're gonna go to bridge, okay? So I want you to pull your feet in, come up a little bit, shoulder blade walk your hands till they touch your heels, come on up into the bridge, push through the soles of the feet, bellow the chest open. Take the hands now, I call them whale hands, as if you're gonna do a whale in yoga. So your fingers are facing down towards your shoulder and hips. And here you are, and just get a little stretch there. Apply a little lift, right? Upper back still on the ground. Yeah. And again, as you do these stretches, some may be more effective than others for you, and you can do them on your own. Okay, let's flatten the back out again. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch on the right side. So right ankle over the left knee. A couple of ways to do this. Grab the foot and the knee, pull it up. You can stay there, or you can reach through with the right hand, meet the left behind the knee, high hamstring area, and pull it up and to the outside. And breathe. That's a good mantra. And breathe, right? In a conversation, a situation, an occurrence, an occasion. And breathe. Yeah. Good. Let's switch sides. Breathing actually switches. Here we go. Grab the knee and the foot. Some of our internal processes to the physical. It's a physical action. Yeah, and it settles us down. And reach between two, right? Make sure this right knee is lined up with the right shoulder on this side. Yeah. And breathe. Good. All right, now we're going to get into a fun one called the 3-way strap stretch. So strap, towel, belt. You're going to make a little loop here, right? Any way you need to. And next time you can have this all ready. And so we're going to come up with the right leg. And look, it's going to come right up and over the top. Inhale, exhale. Yeah. So I'm wrapping that one hand around and the other is coming on the inside. And I want to make that, I want to feel it a bit, right? Scale of 1 to 10, about a 6 or 7 on the feel, not pain, tightness. Yeah. And now I'm going to bring my left hand halfway up, pull that right leg across. The opposite right arm goes to the rear 45, as does the gaze. And my left elbow is lined up between my shoulder and my foot. Forearm is perpendicular to give me some leverage. And again, we're just getting nice opening stretches, right? No pain, right? No grit. And relax into it on those exhales. Inspiration on the inhales. Now, the right hand's going to grab the strap, pull it all the way across, probably a little closer to the foot than the other side. My left foot's staying up. My left arm's going to the rear upper 45. Same thing with the elbow and forearm here. We call this the 3-way strap stretch. Over the head, spinal twist, inner hamstring groin area. We don't get this baby often. And you're breathing while I'm talking. Always a good practice, right? Other people talk, we focus on our breathing. Good, let's come back to the middle and let's go up and over again. Be creative, be curious, play around with this stuff. There's no perfect one way, it's a process, like most things. All right, good. Now we're going to switch sides. And this could be a great stretch that you incorporate into your long 2-minute holds. Holds can be anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes, it said, and I agree. But start at 1 or 2, please. So here we go now. Now I'm stretching the left side. And I want these hands up and over my head, not pulling down like this. If you take a peek, see right here? Now a little too much stress on the neck and the shoulder girdle, right? Upper back. Here we let the hands go over and the 2 arms equals the weight of the 1 leg. Let's take one more good breath here. Ready? Inhale. And exhale. Good. Right hand's coming up, grabbing that strap, coming across. I'm trying to keep this right foot pointed up to the ceiling so I don't flop over. That's a different stretch. Again, the left arm up to the rear 45. Yeah, remember, tightness is key. It's excellent. Want to find those areas where we're stuck a little bit, right? Congested. Get there and breathe into it and allow them to open. Don't force, allow. And breathe. To come all the way across. Wrap the hand. Yep. Up to that rear 45. Excellent. Let's go back to the middle here. Arms are way up and over. Right? Layered. Very good. For 3 breaths. There's breath 2. Excellent. All right, come on out of that. Let's take that strap off. Let's put it to the side. All right, now we call this Supta stretch, Supta Baddha Konasana from yoga. Soles of the feet together, knees to the side, feel go the arms. Here we are. Inhale, exhale. Again. So come on, one more big inhale and exhale. Nice. Good. Come back to flat back, legs straight. We are going to pull the right leg up into a knee tuck. And we're going to take that left hand, bring it to the outside of the knee, bring it across for a spinal twist. And let's come all the way over. My bolster happens to be there. Sometimes that's a good thing, but not right now. And now look at that right arm. I can't get it to the ground. It shows that I have opening possibilities, potential. We like to call it opportunity. A lot of opportunity there, Tom. Yeah, inhale, exhale. So we hope you're having good moments, good days, good weeks. Comes with good planning and good people. Get up and at it, rise and shine. That's it. And stretching, we're going to go back to the center now. Hug the other knee. Yeah, stretching really prepares us for the day, the body, mind, and spirit. Let's bring it across. This time we're coming all the way over. We're not keeping that support leg pointed up. And we're reaching across. And then breathe. Excellent. Good, now we call this the cross quad stretch. So here we are, we're going to take our right foot, bring it up right here, and then bring our left arm, we're going to kind of scoot into this a little bit, scoot forward. See how I did that? So now we're right here, and I take this left hand and I come across and I grab the ankle of the foot, trying to align myself with the mat, and now I'm pulling this top right leg back, right? Not as much getting the heel to the butt, but pulling the knee back. I can put the head down in this right hand and look all the way behind me. And breathe. Excellent. I know we'd like to stay there a while, but we're just doing our opening stretches, so let's keep it up. And now here we are here. Let's get this foot under. Good. Look at, I walk my body back to center line with the mat. I come under with that right arm. Grab that left foot or ankle. Get that left hand up here under the head and look behind me. Notice my neck is a little more open on this side. I want to take note of that. I pull the knee back. Again, not as much as getting the foot up to the butt as pulling the knee back. Okay, we're coming out of this one. Come on up, sit tall. Yeah, we're doing great. Excellent. So here we are here. Just pull those knees together, sit tall for a sec, take a breath. Now we're going to shoulders. We call it three-way shoulders, okay? So we are gonna come onto our stomachs. I'm gonna move back a bit so you can see me pretty good. And here we are here. Now we're gonna tee our arms and we're gonna face the palms down, okay? Yeah, just like that. Really press those palms into the ground. So the right hands are face down. Now look, I'm gonna bring the left hand in, inhale, exhale, and peel up till I feel a stretch. Inhale, exhale, yeah. That's it. Shoulders really need this these days. Good, going to the other side now. Remember, press the arms down. Even that gives us a stretch generally. Bring the right hand in, roll, twist, and peel into it. Push up with that right hand. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, we focus on the breathing instead of counting. Sometimes I use timers. But breaths, each breath is about 6 seconds, so 10 breaths is a minute. Good, come on down. Now, thumb and index finger, it's like a knife hand we call it, pressed into the ground. You'll feel this a little more in your biceps, hopefully, okay? So the hand itself is perpendicular to the floor. Let's bring that left hand in, inhale, exhale, and peel. The biceps is engaged with the kinetic chain from the arm to the shoulder, and a lot of times, it can have an effect we're not aware of. So a lot of times if you have a pain in the shoulder, back of the shoulder, this can really help. Again, inhale and exhale. I've come to love stretching. As I do it, I feel it calms me. Good, switch sides, press down, bring it in. I'm investing time in myself. I'm preparing my body. I'm adding recovery into my day, my routines. Yeah, and the breathing combined with the movement and the holds and the feeling of going to your edges really just lifts our spirits up a bit too. Good, come on down. Now the third part here is the back of the hands are down. So there's a nice twist here that goes all the way up to the shoulders. Good, press down, good. Bring that left hand in. Peel and press. Good, inhale, exhale. Every once in a while, it's nice to blow it out of your mouth, blow off some steam. Good, come on down, all right? And steam isn't always a bad thing. Inhale, exhale, push it up. Just means we've generated, I can really feel this side here. Just means we've generated some heat internally. And how we release it is as important as how we got it, right? So keep that in mind. One more. And here's another excellent shoulder stretch. I mean, how many times have we stretched our shoulders in the past? I never used to stretch my shoulders. Now I do. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to put the blocks right about top of my head height here so that I can go my arms, have them on the blocks, and then bring my head down and my elbows down. Now, depending how tight you are, the height of the block will help with that. So here we are here. I'm on the lowest height, and I can really feel it today. And this is for the rotator cuffs. It's a rotation stretch. Took us a bit to set this up, so we'll do it a little more here. I'm going to raise the block a little higher and also accent the fact that right at the bottom of the palm of my hand where it meets the wrist is where we are on the blocks. And I come on down. I can't get my elbows to the floor, so this is a little too high for me, but I just wanted to show you. And then those that need this too, I mean, you can go way up. I would suggest one side at a time though. This is really intense. All right, so whatever height works for you, go there for another couple of breaths, please. Good, all right, we're coming out of this. Excellent, right? So now we're gonna get the ankle and Achilles. We're gonna use the blocks, right, for support. Here we are, gonna bring that right foot forward. You often hear, don't bring the knee in front of the toes. The knee goes in front of the toes in life, in sport, so that's what we're gonna do here. The heel slightly off the ground, so I get a great stretch in my lower calf, Achilles area. Again, not too intense, right? You want to feel the stretch on a scale of 1 to 10, about a 6, 7. Not pain, stretch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I like to roll into this a little bit here. Oh, yeah. Good, good, good. I got that hip flexor on the other side for a bit while I'm there, and I can roll back into the ankle and feel that again. So that's a nice little back and forth move we can do. Right hip flexor's a little tight. I'm gonna walk to the other side now, and I am gonna bring this knee forward of that ankle, and this ankle really wants that. I can feel it in my knee a bit, so I'll be aware and careful and under control here. All right, I even sometimes support that ankle. It wants to turn out because my rotators are a little tight in the hips. Good, now turn into that right hip area. Oh yeah. Very good, yes. Good, and let's come out of that. All right, now we're gonna go to our wide-legged forward fold. Hopefully you can see everything here. So here I am. Inhale, exhale, I walk my hands out. Again. 3 breaths. Good, we're gonna bring the right hand to the right foot, left hand on the knee. Get that straight flat back and drape ourselves over this right leg, one shoulder each side. Inhale. Exhale, that quality breathing, long, steady inhales and exhales. One more, breath 3. And exhale. Good, let's go to the other side now. Here we are, grabbing that left foot, squaring myself. Inhale, exhale, press down. So my opposite foot is pointed to the ceiling. I'm trying to keep the glutes, the butt, the cheek on the floor over here, on that right side with the hamstring. Big inhale, long, steady, relaxing, melting exhale. Okay, we're going to do our twist now. We're going to bring the right hand, put it behind us. Left hand's going to come over, can grab the shin, grab the outside of the shin. It's a push-pull. Push with the back hand, pull with the front. Inhale, exhale, let's go. Again, relaxing into that exhale. Notice how the leg might want to tense up, so relax a bit. Good, other side. Bring that left hand behind. Right hand comes out to that foot, walks across, pull with the back, pull with the front. Inhale, exhale. All right, nice. Let's walk back to the center here. Yeah, walk it way out. If we stayed here for a while, we would gain a lot more, but right now we're just doing a full body opening sequence. Takes about 30 minutes. We're right at 30 minutes now. We are just gonna go to one more downward dog. All right, come on up from a high plank. Push back to that downward dog. Push through the center of the hands. Lift the hips up. Good, come on down. We're gonna do a sit and reach and see how this paid off, right? Time and effort, focus, patience, determination, follow through, consistency. That all goes along with stretching. And look at this. I opened up about 5 more inches. Remember, each digit is an inch. I'm just about at my wrist where my hand meets the wrist. Inhale, exhale. And we're not forcing it here. We're just pulling my stomach in now. And you notice now that we're here, we really start to open up. Yeah. All right, now we're going to our complex flows. All right, so we're just right here. Real basic movements just to get some blood back into the joint areas. So we're going to go to a child's pose and an up dog right here. Just feel that. Now inhale to a baby up dog. Push back on the exhale to the child's pose. Long breaths. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more time. Oh yeah, push it back. Coming to a high plank. It's a nice one here on the balls of the feet. Inhale, exhale back to that downward dog. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Let's do that one more time. And back. Good, let's drop to all fours. Okay, we're gonna do some hip openers now, and we're gonna step into a warrior one with the chest opener. So here we are, right? Push back downward dog, right leg up, open it up, step into it. Nice wide stance, come up, inhale, way back with those arms. Exhale down, 3-legged dog. That right leg goes way up, opens up. Step into it. Oh yeah, nice. Number 3, up, open, step into it. Good, coming down, high plank. Push back to that downward dog. We're almost done with the movement. Ready, left leg up, open it up. Step into it. A big step forward. Up. Open up that chest. Good. Down we go. 3-legged dog right away. Open up that left hip. Step into it. Down we go. 3-legged dog. Step into it. Great stretch session we're having. Yes. Good. Come on down. All fours. Grab a drink. Excellent. All right. Thanks for joining me. Now we're going to do our holds with support when possible. Excuse me. So let's go to wide-legged forward fold. Here we are. Excuse me. I like to take my bolster, tuck it in here and lean on it, right? So I would like you to do that, or just lay your hands out, or even if you want to put a block under your chest. Okay, ready? Let's stay here for 2 minutes now. Okay, I'm just gonna join those who don't have anything to hold on to. Put my hands under my shins actually, pull myself forward, walk my hands out. And we have 2 minutes here. We're gonna say that we already did about 30 seconds. So another minute and a half. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. And as the body opens up, walk those hands out. Press the hands into the floor. And then you're pressing the solar plex and the chest into the floor. Another 30 seconds here. Yeah. Very good. All right, in about 5 seconds, we're going to go to the right side. And let's do that now. So you can come over and you can grab the foot, the ankle, right? I like to cross the hands here now. So one hand is up top, the other one at the bottom here, cross. Inhale, exhale, drape yourself over that foot. Remember, the opposite thigh and foot is up to the sky. And again, just feel that little bit of tightness. Since we're doing 2 sides here, we're only going to do a minute per side. Yeah, get another 10 seconds and then we'll go to the other side. Yeah, let's go now, all right? Good. So the left hand over the top of the foot, or grab the inside. Other hand comes under that arm and crisscrosses somewhere. You know, I'm showing you here the shin, the ankle. I like to grab the foot up tall, long, and then exhale and drape. That's it. So we open the body in sequence. We did that during the opening stretch, and we're doing that a little bit here. We're getting the hamstrings first, the back of the body. Then we're going to get the side of the body. We're going to do that cross quad stretch again that we did. It's a little funky getting into it, but once you do, oh boy, it's a great stretch. And remember, you're not bringing the heel to the butt. That stretches the knee more than the quad. We're pulling the foot back. And let's do that now. Let's come out of this. So here we are. We're going to do this right leg first. We're going to come down, tuck the right leg under, kind of scoot forward into it a bit, all right? And then bring that left hand under. So the bottom hand is grabbing the top foot. And then I bring that left hand under, twist the head. And here I am now pulling this back. And we're going to stay here for a couple of minutes because this stretch is so needed these days. So inhale and exhale. Sometimes you get a cramp in the foot, so just kind of flex the ankle a bit, point the toes, and then go back into it, right? A lot of times we have to move out of things to move back into them in a more comfortable, more productive position. And as I'm talking about, pull that foot and knee back versus bringing the foot up to the butt, okay? Play around with that if you need to. Find your own way. You don't always want to take my word or anyone else's for things. We call it direct experience.
our direct experience with things. It's important that we try things. There's a thing in mental health counseling called experiential avoidance. A lot of times we avoid certain experiences because of the discomfort. Sometimes that could be good, sometimes not. Be curious about that, right? Why am I avoiding doing something? That's it. Another 20 seconds here. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. All right. That's gonna pay off. These days we're so forward focused with everything we do. Sitting, we stand, we're leaning forward, right? All the weightlifting, phones, computers, right? Let's bring that right hand under, pull it up and back. That head on the hand, reach behind us, pull it up. That's it, nice work. Keep it up, melt into it. Excellent. Yeah. Can really feel this side. So instead of being discouraged, I look at it as opportunity, possibility, right? Couple of more breaths. Good, let's come out of this. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Sometimes it's good when we come out of this to come onto the floor here. Yeah. Drop down. Right, maybe do a bridge. Let's do a bridge. The lower back can get a little torqued on that. So we want to come down, legs straight, a little bit of pelvic tilt, kind of walk my upper back out, all this little stuff. Be intuitive, right? It's kind of that voice that just kind of, the watching voice, that strong but calm voice within you. Follow that. Okay, now spinal twist. So here we are, we're coming up, pulling that right leg here. We're coming across, but we're gonna make the leg long this time. Come all the way over. I like to support it with a block of the bolster. I'm gonna use the bolster since I have it. And I get that foot on there, and I come all the way across. Yeah, there we go. Inhale, exhale, I'm looking at that right arm. You might have lost my foot here in the camera, but you get the idea, right? Yeah. I'll scoot over a little bit, I think, just to show you. Yeah. So I got that foot, right leg supported, so the leg's a little longer this time. That's it. Who I am, what I'm doing, and how I'm behaving are all in alignment in the good moments. It's how it works. It's not, luck. I mean, sure, there's some of that, luck, fate, but generally, most of the time, it's, what we're doing and how we're being, and those are choices, right? Sometimes unconsciously we behave certain ways, but what we're doing and how we're doing it, how we're being, really makes up our identity in the moments, right? Identity. A lot of times people say, well, You know, what's that? What's my identity? You know, you can answer it with a few questions. It's like, I'm the type of person who loves to exercise. I'm the type of person who likes to read. I'm the type of person who is short-tempered. Not as much as he used to be, but just to give you an idea of, you know, it's not all good sometimes, and it's important to notice that. Good. Inhale, exhale, another 20 seconds. But generally, we're looking for the identity we want, right? But first, we have to figure out where we are. So I'm the type of person who likes to join with others in doing things, a community person. One more big inhale and exhale. Good. Let's switch sides. Again, you know, we're really stretched out here, so be careful a little bit with your movements. You know, always begin, you know, engage that core a little bit, right? So here we are. I'm going to get that left leg up this time. Tuck it in. As I come across, I'm going to lengthen it. My right hand's on the outside of the knee. It brings it across. I flop over this time. And then I really reach with that left hand. So I have a diagonal stretch coming across. They call it a spinal twist because the upper part of my body, my arm, my shoulder, my head are going one way, twisting one way. And the bottom here, the leg, is twisting the other way. So doing these stretches will help us avoid those injuries that come from being tight and twisting right away. Because when we twist, a lot of times there's momentum involved. We may be holding something that adds to that momentum. And breathe. Notice the quality, almost the texture of you breathing. Sometimes it may lighten up here, so I bring my foot off the bolster more towards the ground. Just be aware, be careful sometimes. Couple more breaths. Good. Coming out of this, let's hug both knees to the chest. Kind of pull everything back together. Yeah, I like to walk it out a bit, right? Upper, lower, kind of roll. Here we are. Bring the knees together. Inhale, exhale. Bring that head up, chin to the chest, lengthen the back of the neck, and put it down. Good, let's roll back and forth, come up to a seated position. All right, excellent. All right, so now you can use a couple of blocks or the bolster. All right, this is for the upper body. So I'll take that bolster and I'll put it about 6 to 8 inches behind me and I'll lay back so my upper part here is supported, and I'll make a Y with my hands. Inhale, exhale, and I'll let those hands fall to the floor. Now, it might be too much for some people. Just go to the side and keep lowering it until you find a point where you're getting a stretch without feeling like the upper arm might come out of the shoulder socket, right? Some people are really tight, so here we are here. So if you're good now and you can use a pillow from your couch, I suggest a couple of them, right? Use that. Or we can use 2 blocks, and I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty supportive too. That bolster out of the way. So I'll take 1 block and I'll put it right, at the bottom is a little below the shoulder blades. And then I'll come here and then I'll put this, depending on, how the flexibility is in my upper neck, chest area. The long way, I'm gonna go halfway. Here, and then I'm gonna go to the Y stretch. And let's do that now. And breathe. Oh yeah, allow. Let that tightness go, right? And remember some of the meditative aspects that are also available in stretching. And that is just bringing our focus back to what we're doing, that resiliency factor of meditation, right? When the mind wanders, when we're meditating, the bringing it back to what we're focusing on, getting familiar with is another way to look at it, right? Getting familiar with the breath, like just relaxing, being open. Yeah. And when intrusions come, right? Interruptions, thoughts, feelings, we want to practice letting them go as if clouds in the sky, right? Or even our breath, just letting it leave us. Couple more. Good, let's come out of this, bring those elbows together, bring the knees and feet in, engage the core, and perhaps roll to one side with a little support. Yeah, it can get a little, bound up here and there. Okay, we're almost done here. So let's go to splits next. So bring the mat back, fold it back, right? Just like that. And yeah. So what we're going to do here is, I like to use my blocks. I'm going to walk forward. So we're going to come onto the left knee and then come up, and this is the half split. Again, remember, quads perpendicular to the ground. I want to try to make sure I don't lean too far to the outside as I tend to. And here we are. Or sometimes I'll put a towel under this front foot and I'll walk the back knee back a little bit. We'll come to the split. And see how I'm trying to get tall, so I'm not rolling right away. So inhale and exhale. Yeah, that's it. And if this is too much for you, go back to that half split. You can do the lizard or any other stretch that felt good for you. And then eventually you revisit things that are too uncomfortable as you gain progress in other areas. So we're going to come right up to about an hour with this stretch. And I tell you, you do this once a week. I do it, 3-4 times, hopefully. And then I do shorter stretches the other days. It really makes a difference. I suggest 10 minutes of stretching in the morning, first thing. Whatever basic stretches speak to you, we have some formats we can give you. And it really sets you up for the day. Get your breathing engaged, get your body open, get your mind focused. The ability to bring your attention to something, and while you're a little uncomfortable, stay there, right? It's concentration. Really changes your day. And 10 minutes a day is 5 hours a month. Do the math, right? It really is. It's amazing. If I say, could you stretch for 5 hours? You'd be, but in a month, yeah. Now, on this here, sometimes I'll take the block and I'll put it there and I'll lean on it. And I'm about 4 inches away there. Sometimes I get down to 3, 2, and that's where I am right now. But stretching is like most exercise. You have to, do a routine for a bit till you gain the advantages it offers to you. And then your body will adapt, and we call it plateauing. Same thing in stretching.
I think with stretching, I see it often that people stick with the same stretches for whenever they stretch for forever. And they get a little discouraged, I think, because they don't see the progress like they did in the beginning. So after about, 2 to 3 months, depending how consistent you are, you want to start to change some of those stretches. So even right now where I'm supported here, I'm really starting to open up. Good. Another 20 seconds here. On this side, I really feel it in my back, quad, hip flexor area, and I know that. So I foam roll a bit. But good for us, right? Yes. Doing the work, taking time. This is self-care. And the other things that we add with it, stretching the mind as well, to be more open to the possibilities within our body, within our mind, within our spirit, our community. All right, let's go to the other side. Oh, yeah. Baby. Nice. I love these blocks. Just be careful that they don't buckle under you. Be aware of them. Good. Inhale, exhale. Half split or slide that foot out. Good. Inhale, exhale, drop into it. Slide into it. Maybe walk that back knee back. There's a lot of good things going on these days. We have a few check-ins that we suggest people do when you're scheduling your week. We do that on Sundays, Serenity Sundays, right? Scheduling Sundays, Success Sundays. We look at the week before and say what went well. And from that perspective, that opens us up to a relaxed, creative mindset where we can take what went well and look like, oh, where do we want to use that progress to help us improve in some other area? Yeah, and then we contemplate on those Sundays what action steps we can take. Remember, who I am, what I'm doing, and how I'm being, right? Another common thread. And it's there too with the analysis of the week before so that we can use that information and plan the week ahead. And how can we make those, what steps can we take, what action? And we also like to talk about, taking care of ourselves, our families, our, close, extended people and families, taking care of our business where we work, adding, bringing ourselves and the work that we've done, physical, mental, and emotional work on ourselves, into those other communities, those other environments. And lastly, in our community where you live, right? Bring you, right? Bring it. So they talk about bring it, that's what they mean. Good, we're gonna come out of this now. And this side I'm a little lower, which is nice. Yeah, there we go. Coming out of this. And we are going to a child's pose. There we go, extend that mat. Come on down, just for a couple of breaths to reset. Good for us. Notice how you feel later today, even tomorrow. And let's do that sit and reach one more time. Really reach up. Fire up those hands. Inhale, exhale, fold forward, reach. Oh yeah. Inhale, exhale. Allow the good in. Send the good out. And reach out and help others. People you help today probably be the people who help you tomorrow. So, thanks so much. I think we did a great job.